What's going on, guys? Josh Pele here, and I got a guy here that can do a little bit of everything. Darren Carrington II, San Diego born and raised. You remember him from Oregon, star receiver at Utah as well. Also played for the Dallas Cowboys, Toronto Argonauts, and now the Massachusetts Pirates, and he is also a full-time musician. What's going on, Darren?
Not much. How you doing?
Chilling, man. I'm happy to have you here. I love supporting the San Diego guys. Both me and you are born here in San Diego. So, okay, you grew up in an athletic family. Your dad played in 2 Super Bowls. Your sister, star basketball player. Another sister played college basketball. What was it like growing up in such an athletic family?
It was fun, but at the same time, everybody was always so busy. So, there wasn't a lot of time to, do that much because we was all top athletes doing our sports. So
No time for vacations or anything, right?
yeah, not really at all.
Having a dad that played in the NFL, did he push you to play sports or did he just let you do whatever you wanted?
That's what the good part about it and made me, love my sport more is, exactly, he didn't really, force it on us.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he was in the league or whatever, he ain't forcing no sports on us. We just all wanted to do what we did.
That's awesome. So you grow up playing multiple sports or did you always play just football?
Nah, yeah, I did everything. I was a basketball player, football player, then I ran track for a little bit when I was younger and in junior high, and I played volleyball.
Okay. You play volleyball as well?
Yeah, in high school.
Okay, how did that go? When did you decide you wanted to play just football?
College. That's not even in college, really. I was trying to play basketball in college too, my second year, but they wouldn't let me and the twins, Tyree and Tyrell.
They wouldn't let you guys play basketball as well?
Yeah, because I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Okay, at Horizon, were you like a stud basketball player, or were you just always just only football stud?
Nah, yeah, I was pretty good at both.
How much you average per game in basketball?
I don't know what my senior year was, but I don't know. We had a good senior year. We went to state. I don't be looking at my stats.
Don't be looking at them,
football or nothing. So
okay, let's talk about football for you. So you were a star player at Horizon. What was the recruiting process like for you, and when did you decide on Oregon?
It was hard actually. Everybody was just on my head about going to such a small school, so I never thought I was gonna get recruited. But I made it just a point in my head that I was gonna get recruited from my high school, so I did.
People thought because you went to Horizon, you wouldn't go to a big school like Oregon?
Yeah. I mean, back then, that's how it was, really. Everybody's getting scholarship offers now. Don't matter where you're at.
Yeah, they'll find you.
Yeah, they'll find you, or, it doesn't matter what school, they're going to give you a shot. But, back then, nobody was getting offers like that. Because my class, I feel like there's a lot more people should have went D1 if you ask me.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
They don't go to the small schools as much.
Yeah.
So you went to Oregon, but you also had other looks from big time schools like Ohio State, Oklahoma State. What made Oregon stand up above the rest of the schools?
That was probably my dream school, and my godbrother Jarris Bird went there, and then Todd Doxey went there. He was from San Diego, and
R.I.P.
R.I.P. He was a big athlete out here. So, I mean, once me and the twins got on board, we was let's go finish what he started. You know what I'm saying? And then that's really how that went, and it was like a little trio thing. After we saw Kenny Stills.
I know you're gonna say that. Yep. After they did it, you want to do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because we were thinking about, I know I was for sure. I was about to break my commitment and go to Ohio State.
Really?
Yeah, and then I don't know, something happened in the air, and then I never went.
How many officials did you take?
Only 2, I think.
Which one? Oregon and what else?
Arizona.
That was it?
Yeah.
Why Arizona?
That's where my family's from, or my mom's from. So all my cousins and my grandma and grandpa's out there. Mm-hmm. They didn't get to see me playing college at all. High school at all, really. So I just wanted to go to ASU because they throw the ball to it, and it's fun out there.
Yeah. I think you made a good decision by going to Oregon.
Yeah, me too.
So, so you said it was important to go with Tyree and Tyrell. So you guys want to do a trio thing, and then you end up at Oregon, and you got put into a situation that most receivers don't get put into. You played the top player in the country, Marcus Mariota. What was it like coming into a situation where your quarterback was already this stud player?
Yeah. So my freshman year, I was kind of nervous. Just coming from a 350 person high school, and there wasn't, my games, they was packed, but not like in stadium or like Texas, but I was always ready for a crowd or like I always felt like I would be. I don't know. I always felt like I was a Showtime. I love when like the lights is on and like have a lot of eyes is on you. So like
It was no big deal for you.
yeah, I mean it was fun. I knew Marcus was back there, and I knew I had to show up every time
He's going to put the ball on you. Yeah. So your transition, your freshman year, you redshirted?
Yeah.
Okay, and then your second year is when you blew up. Okay, so what was it like being around Marcus? Was he? Did he make the transition easy for you? Or do you think it was mostly the work that you were putting in?
Well, Marcus made it easy for sure, but my freshman year, my true freshman year, I had got a really bad concussion in fall camp, so I redshirted. And then that, like, I was so mad because I was balling. I wanted to play as a true freshman. Everybody wants to play as a true freshman.
Yeah.
So, like, it took me some time to be on scout team, but after I went on scout team and took it serious, that it took me to a different level.
Yeah.
I was going against the number one defense in the top 3 defense in the nation every day. That's when we had the Efo, Defoe, Eric Armstead, and Troy Hill over there, and
Do you have DeForest Buckner?
yeah, Defoe.
Okay, my bad. Yeah.
Terrence Mitchell. We had T Hill, Troy Hill, and Efo. Those are my 3 DBs I went against every day.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I was like 18, so that woke me up, and I was ready for that next year.
Who was the best player you went against when you were at Oregon? Not counting anybody on the Oregon team, but on any team.
I'd probably say my funnest DB I had to come with it every time was probably Kevin King.
Kevin King from Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, plays for the Packers now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the 2014 Oregon team goes undefeated. Okay, you guys faced off against Florida State in the semifinal. Do you remember this game?
Yeah.
Okay, of course, right? So the headline going in this game is the Heisman Trophy winner, Marcus Mariota, going against last year's Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston. But you stole the spotlight, and you had 2 touchdowns, 165 yards, and your life kind of changed at that moment, correct?
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Well, that whole season was like, it was just like, it was difficult because I was balling. I wanted to play some more, but we had a senior who was in front of me who definitely, I mean, he earned his time. But, like, I started getting in the mix, and every time I was in, I was making a play. Or every time I was in, it would be like 4 for 100 yards out of nowhere.
Killing it.
Yeah, out of nowhere. And then it really started, they just like, man, let's just throw him in there, Pac-12 championship against Arizona, and I went crazy then, and then I started blowing up, and then the Rose Bowl, I just was like, gotta keep it going.
Okay, well, I'm interested, like, on social media, like, what happens after you have a big game? Does everybody just follow?
Man.
Everybody wants to be friends with Darren.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I was an overnight sensation on Instagram.
You were. Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, after it's terrible, but after I balled in the Rose Bowl, balled in the Pac-12, my IG went up, and then it's bad, but like after I failed that drug test, IG went up, all the social media went up, but like.
Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. So you blow up in the semifinal, then you guys have Ohio State in the national championship, and then you failed a drug test. Your parents came out and said that it was secondhand smoke, and you said the same. Can you talk about that experience and how that unfolded?
Yeah, no, not like that. It was secondhand smoke. We said that it was like equivalent when we did the because we went to court and we appealed it because the amount of THC that was in my system was equivalent to like, say I'm sitting there and someone's smoking around.
So it's barely anything.
Yeah, it was 0.5 or 8 or I don't know what it was, and the limit's like 3 or something. And yeah. It was some
bullcrap.
Yeah, it was just weird, and we went and all that. It was just dumb. But I had to deal with that. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know.
Yeah. So what was the coaching staff like to you? What were your teammates like to you when you failed that test?
It was kind of weird. Everybody like low key mad. I mean, they weren't mad. It was just like weird. Like, dang, like how? Like, I don't know. Like, it was just random.
Yeah. How much before they tested you did you smoke? Was it like the day before?
Nah, I had stopped I stopped way prior before that. Like,
And you still got popped?
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I didn't. Or like, it was like at least a couple weeks or like the week before, like whatever. But I didn't. I don't know. I should have just not. I went home and was with my boys.
Yeah.
That was the last summer I was home with my boy Markel anyway, so I don't like regret it anyway because the next year after that he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was the last time we got to be home on a full like vacation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys end up losing to Ohio State. Was it difficult for you to watch your teammates go out there and play? Were you at the game?
Nah, they wouldn't let me go to the game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I tried to go to the game. They wouldn't let me go to the game. Yeah, it was dumb.
Was it hard to watch like your teammates out there?
Yeah.
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 But I mean, looking back at it, the game wasn't that close, correct? Like,
No, it wasn't that close. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm like anybody like that, but I feel like I could. I don't know.
I mean, they had Michael Thomas on Ohio State, and they had you on Oregon. I mean, you were the guy.
Yeah. I was ready because it was me versus Eli Apple.
Ooh.
I seen the whole.
Ooh.
I was ready for the.
Yeah.
I was steady in the matchup. I was ready. That was the league game.
Yeah.
I was excited, and they told me like 2 days before. Like I practiced that whole week, going dumb, and then
That's crazy.
like, yeah.
And that was an NCAA administered test,
Yeah.
right? They always go after the guys that have the big games, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was dumb.
Okay, so you didn't end there. The next year, you come back and you're second team All Pac-12, correct? Did you play the chip on your shoulder that next season, knowing that you missed out on the national championship?
Most definitely. I had missed the first 5 games, and I don't know. I was just at home depressed. I was just mad every day, just mad.
Yeah.
And then like I was at practice, I would be going in. Practice was like at that point that was practicing my game, so I was going
Crazy.
I'm at practice. Everybody like hard. You know, sometimes at practice people like chill. Nah, I'm going hard every snap.
Yeah.
So like after that, when I came back from that for that Washington game, yeah, I had a chip on my shoulder. I knew they had the little DBU over there, Kevin King, Sidney Jones.
Sidney Jones was nice.
Buda Baker. They had all 3 of them at the same time all over there. So I was like, oh yeah, it's time.
So you made second team All Pac-12 in just 7 games, correct?
Yeah.
That's insane. What injury did you sustain that year?
I had hurt my shoulder that opening game. What is it? The AC joint.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I played on that and balled the rest of the season. But
Yeah. So in 2016, the following season, you had another productive year, but then you decided to transfer to Utah for your senior year. Why did you decide to transfer?
I didn't decide to transfer. I wanted to stay so bad, but I got a DUI actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and to me, I could have, no matter what the thing says. It says I was past the legal limit or drunk or whatever. But I'm 6'3", 195. I was driving at a McDonald's and I skimmed the pole, and like I told the cops that and everything. I feel like it was more than. I feel like I was on some racist.
Really?
Yeah, because they didn't have to take me in. Because think about it. Like other places and a lot of places, you are like. A lot of cops like watch out for the athletes like that. Like you're not, and it was something little. Like I skimmed the pole. I did not crash or nothing. They tried to blow it up in the media and say I hit the thing where you make your order at, or I hit the menu, or no, I'd like, you know how they keep you from coming too close to the menu.
Yeah.
Or like the order thing. I like my car scraped that pole and. The lady called the cops or something at the window.
I feel like they always look for the athletes, which is so weird because you guys are making the money for the school, which makes no sense to me. So you have to go to Utah. You said why did they force you out, or did they say you gotta transfer?
Forced me. I don't know. I love Oregon to the day I die, but like I don't know, whatever was going on there, they forced me out there at the time. I wish the coaching staff that was there is here right now. Was there then, because I know they're watching out for their players just from what I've heard.
Yeah.
things that I've heard they're watching out for that.
Yeah, Coach Cristobal was our
Yeah.
tight ends coach when I was at Alabama, and he was the coolest, bro.
Exactly.
Like he
He
didn't.
was the O-line coach. Cristobal used to have me when I was coming back. If I played in that spring game, I played and I had 3 touchdowns, and Cristobal was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have fun with you this year." And then
Yeah.
that after that spring game, I had got the DUI, and I was trying to come back the whole. It was so little that I'm like, man. And then they did my thing in the legal limits like a 0.8.
Mm-hmm.
My thing was like a 0.10.
Oh, so you barely were over.
Yeah, and I was past all the little walk on the line thing and
Yeah.
everything, and they're like, "Oh, Mr. Carrington, we thought you were a lot more drunk." Yeah, I remember everything. And they sat me on the steps, and then like 3 more cop cars pulled up, and I'm like, "Ah, man." I knew it was like, fuck.
It feels like they're kind of out for you.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought it was good. Like, I thought I was gonna not even get off or like that. Like, okay, be safe, like, or be warning, like, cause I just hit a pole. I didn't brake. Like,
Yeah.
I could have seen if I roomed into the pole or something. Like,
You barely hit it.
Nothing like that. And like the next morning, I go to pick up my car. My McDonald's is still right there. Like, it was just so dumb. Like, yeah.
That's crazy. So why did you choose Utah? Because they're in conference.
Yeah.
Was it like sending a message to Oregon, like, I'm coming after you guys?
Low key, I just wanted to play against that coach that was there at the time.
Which coach was it?
Yeah, I mean Helfrich, but yeah,
The head coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Let me cut you off. Saban, all right, I'm Alabama bias. Saban wouldn't kick you off the team. I don't think.
No,
You go
listen to this.
Okay,
So
okay.
the next, this is what was so big about. I don't know if anybody noticed, but like, I'm looking at all the media and all the shit, and literally the next week, a D lineman from Alabama gets a DUI.
Yeah.
Way worse than mine. He's drunk, faded, like
Yeah.
2 game suspension.
Yeah. Bro, we're kids.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
I'm sending the art. I wrote the president of the school, the athletic director. I wrote them apology letters. Like, I did not mean to make Oregon look like nobody's doing that. Like, and then they just made me look terrible. Like, it was just.
I hate that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
And literally the next week, the D lineman, like a star D lineman, I forget his name, got the DUI from Bama, and I'm like, Coach, like, he got 2 game suspension. I'm like, suspend me for 3 games, please let me come back, because I felt like me and Herbert, like, that was gonna be him and D Mitch had a good year, or whoever was still there, but I feel like me and Herbert were
Killing it, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and we see how nice he is with the Chargers now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you go to Utah and you make second team on Pac-12 again. What was your experience like at Utah compared to Oregon?
It was great. I feel like I would have had like 2,000 yards or something there, but I got hurt after the 5th game of the season against UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
I got pushed out of bounds and my heel hit the bench.
Yeah.
And like my foot was never right after that. Like, did something to my ankle, and like I played the rest of the season because I wanted to get drafted, to be honest. But
Yeah.
now that I think about it, I should have sat out and got ready for the draft. But me, I wanted to play.
You're a competitor, yeah.
It's my senior year. I'm never coming back to college again. And college is the funnest. I don't know what anybody. I mean, I haven't played in the league yet, but like,
Yeah.
that was the funnest.
Yeah.
was fun.
You enjoyed your time at
I
Utah.
enjoyed college, both.
Yeah.
Oregon and Utah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you end up playing Oregon when you were at Utah?
Yeah, I did.
How'd you do?
I did great. Yeah, I did good. Every time I got into the red zone, I got double teamed though.
Of course. They're not going to let you beat them, bro.
They were not letting me score.
Yeah.
Period.
That's hilarious.
At all.
Okay, so let's
I
move.
got booed too.
Why did they boo you?
I don't know. I was so sad. I was like, wow, I love you guys.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They booed me. I don't know. I feel like they think I chose the left because I got the DUI.
People don't understand.
Yeah,
The fans don't understand. Okay, let's move over to your personal passion. That's music. Okay, so your latest album is called Pain, correct?
Yeah.
Why Pain?
Just because, I mean, ever since I left high school, I just been dealing with like death and like just like problems with me that I had to deal with and overcome myself.
Mhm.
So like after right when I get to college, my uncle died, and like that was probably my biggest fan.
Mhm.
Like from my family side, because all my family's from New York and Atlanta and Arizona, and my parents is just us out here. So he used to call me all the time, like, my nephew's balling and stuff like that. But like he died right when I got to college, so like boom, that's like that. And then boom, I'm in college right when I get there. I got the concussion. That's little, but I didn't want to rush. I was like ready to play.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I get the little drug test, the drug test. A year after that, my brother dies.
You're talking about Markel Bird?
Yeah, Markel.
Okay.
And then after that, the DUI. So it's just been ongoing stuff. I just got so many stories that to write in my head. They're still like, I make them into songs. So.
Yeah. Were you rapping and playing football at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you got picked up by the Cowboys as an undrafted free agent, were you also doing music?
Yeah.
How hard was that, doing two things at once?
Not really. I mean, music, you gotta like just do it and just like let it
flow.
Let it simmer out there. Like unless you're signed to like a label, then you gotta go. I mean, I be working like as much as I can in the studio, but as much as I just have a balance. You feel me?
Yeah. So how hard was it to focus, man? I mean, not many people go through that much trauma at such a young age. Was it hard to focus on football, rap, and your personal life? Like you lost two of the closest people to you.
Yeah. I mean, especially after Markel died, I probably went down a downward spiral. That was my best friend since like 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6th grade this summer when we started playing for Supreme Court. You know.
You played for Supreme Court?
Yeah, Supreme Court. Yeah. Like, it was just like, I don't know. It was just weird. That was like my dog.
When you say downward spiral, you mean like mental health wise?
Yeah, low key. I mean, I started drinking too much and doing dumb stuff and hanging out with whoever, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have like, I feel like that was my like, I'd be like, dang. I call him and he'd be like, oh, bro, you don't need to go out tonight.
He was a good person.
Yeah, like I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm about to stay home anyway.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh yeah, I'm with my girl anyway. Yeah, you're staying home, I'm staying home. Like real brother shit. And after that, I lost that. Didn't have that with nobody, and I don't know. I wanted my mind altered all the time.
Yeah, nobody gives you like a handbook on how to react when somebody you know dies. Like my younger brother actually died 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And nobody tells you like how you're supposed to get over it. You know, and there's no book on how to get over death, bro. Like, it sucks. So Markel passes, and this is when you were still in college, or when you're in the NFL?
I mean, no, this is right when I'm becoming like you said, like right after the drug test. Boom, that happened.
Oh wow.
And then I come back, I'm balling, having a hell of a season. That was the comeback, second team in 6th game.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bowl game. That bowl game, we coming home for Christmas. We're literally coming home for Christmas. His game was before mine, so he's gonna come home and then go to Texas and come to my game for the Alamo Bowl. And I mean, we went home. This literally, I had to deal with that 6-game suspension, play the 6 games. Then my boy died, and he was about to lead the Mountain West in picks that year. And
he's a stud.
Yeah, we was both just becoming our own. Like, I mean, I don't know who else to compare it to, but like on some Jarvis Odell, like,
yeah.
Because I mean, I feel like he's gonna do what I did at Oregon if I would have kept going.
Mm-hmm. Hurt. So. That's really unfortunate. So you decide that you want to create more music, and you name it Pain after him and all the stuff you went through. But do you feel like you have pain that comes out in your music? Would you describe your style as like thoughtful? Like, how would you describe your style of music that you create?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I call myself like one deep, so I like to think of myself like as just stuff that people think to themselves. I don't know, or like stuff you gotta think to yourself. Like sometimes you might be in a place where you gotta tell yourself, man, I'm that dude. To forget about everybody else. Like I gotta remember who I am and just keep at the place. Or sometimes you'll go down a downward spiral and just be depressed and stuff. So I be trying to keep my spirits up through my music and like keep the positive thoughts in there.
You mentioned that to me before the show that you have a friend, Rob Stone, who's well known in San Diego. You said he brought you up on stage when you were up at Oregon?
Yeah. Yeah, I know him through just San Diego and stuff, and then we was he had the show. I don't remember when it was. I think it was literally right when I had just gotten kicked out.
Yeah.
Or got my DUI and was about to transfer. Oh my bad. I think it was right when it was right after I got the DUI and was about to transfer. And that's what was crazy. I still went on the stage, and when he called my name, they were still screaming. It was funny. And I was like, dang, I can't wait to. I mean, I hope one day I could get a little, not even this big, or just a little crowd to hear me do a song. So that was a wake up for me. That was lit.
That's awesome. So you knew that right then you wanted to do music.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your creative process like when you make a song? Like, what goes into making a track? Do you have a producer? Where do you do your music at?
Really, I go with like whoever wants to send me a beat. I mean, right now everything costs money, so like
yeah,
you gotta pay big money for like a beats. I mean, I'm gonna support someone, but like when you can work together, because we're both trying to do the same thing. I'm like, nobody's bigger than anybody, really, and I feel like
you guys are all trying to make it.
Yeah, I mean, I got like a platform. I feel like is a little bigger than a lot more people's, but I don't brag about it or nothing like that. So I just try to work with whoever wants to work.
Yeah, it helps when you're a football player that people know.
Yeah.
So what goes into making a song and an album? How long does it take to make like your last album, Pain? How long did that take?
Just a couple weeks actually.
Yeah.
My producer who for that, his name is David Hensley, and then Java. I had went over to David's house a couple times, and we had sat down and made the beats. And then Java was over there with him making the beats, and then I don't know, they sent them over, and in like a couple weeks I just had like songs for all of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what kind of music do you have in the works now? Are you starting another album?
No, I got a single that's about to drop hopefully in like a week or two. It's getting like finalized right now. It's gonna be a good one though.
What's the single called?
Give Me a Check.
Okay, what's it about? Just getting a check.
Yeah, getting a check.
All right.
I mean, yeah, no matter what happens, even if you don't, I don't know, get to the league or something, you gotta get a check some other way.
You gotta make it work.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Okay, so what inspires you to make music?
Probably my brother. I mean, Markel. When he died, that's all we used to do. If anybody was at Horizon with us, we used to be on the trash can and have the whole school around the trash can, like really on some real, like really gassing. It was fun and making beats on the. So ever since then, we used to really write songs in class and be like, "Bro, look what I wrote in the locker room." Yeah. So.
What do you think about the music scene in San Diego? Do you think it's where it should be, or would you like it to be more like LA?
I think it's where it should be. I don't know. LA, I went to LA just like to do my last song, and just then like even so much people are trying to, like, you feel me, help me or like get me to other people or introduce me to other people, and in San Diego it's nowhere near like that. I feel like I don't know what it is, and it's not no help or
really.
Yeah.
Why is it like that?
I don't know that. I don't know.
People just out here aren't trying to help each other in San Diego? I
feel like everybody's just in their own, like, you feel me?
That's crazy.
In their own lane, and I don't be seeing nobody.
Yeah.
And then a lot of rap out here is like, I mean, it's like definitely where you're from. So like, I mean, that goes into it too. So like, that's pretty much a lot of the music scene out here.
Yeah. Is it hard to link with other rappers, or is it? How does it work? If you want to make a song with somebody, do you go on their Instagram or?
I mean, yeah, you could go to their Instagram. You can hit them up. I mean, but a lot of people, they don't care. I mean, it's 2020. Everybody wants money.
Everybody wants money.
Like, I mean, yeah, everybody wants to get money or get paid. But like at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm just trying to do the song, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's not that big.
If we get money from the song, okay, we split it. I don't be thinking about it like that. I really just like making like songs and stuff like that.
Okay. Does your family support you in your music?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wish they would be more like into. Because I feel like some of my songs are good, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like some people don't like rappers because they think there's no career in it. I mean, if you're good, there's a career in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be tough for your family to look at it like the long-term goal of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like. I definitely want to make a career of it, but I definitely want it to be like a hobby, something I'm having fun with doing while I'm doing my other stuff. But like, I want to make money and do shows.
So you're a football player first that makes music?
Yeah.
Okay, so your career is still football?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is Darren's new song, Give Me a Check. He's going to give us a little bit of a preview.
I gotta give me a check, I gotta give me a check, yeah, yeah. Bitches and Bentleys was next, bitches and Bentleys was next, thought it was next. I gotta give me a check, I gotta give me a check, yeah, yeah. Bitches and Bentleys was next, but I still gotta give me a check, yeah, yeah. See, I've been chillin', took a break, now it's time to go skate, okay, okay. Never going out a date, a lot of you niggas is fake, so get the fuck out of my face. Tony Hawk with the skate like Frosted Flakes, I'm great. It ain't up for no debate, I'm one of the best, up to this day, yes sir. Benny the Jet when I play, I'm sliding in the home plate. Hop in the fence and I'm away. Lace up the flies to get away. Throw it back in my space and I'm mossing shit. OBJ, she throwing it all in my face. And baby look good when I play. Baby look good when I play. Hey, swear these niggas ain't shit if they don't got the shoes and designer on. All I do is rock the Fazos, mouthpiece pulling baddies all night long. See, I'm the king, you the Kong. Don't smoke when she ripping the bong with me. And Lord forgive my wrong, but shorty look good in the thong. Sheesh, I gotta give me a check, I gotta give me a check, yeah, yeah. Bitches and Bentleys was next, bitches and Bentleys was next, yeah, yeah. I gotta give me a check, I gotta give me a check, yeah, yeah. Bitches and Bentleys was next, but I still gotta give me a check, hey.
Hey. All right, that's Darren Carrington,
Yeah.
man. Can do a little bit of everything. He can catch the ball. He can give you a bar. He can do everything for us. Darren Carrington, man, I appreciate you coming through.
Oh God, thanks for having me.